Hello guys, welcome back to my channel SK's Physics, and today we will discuss about class 12 chapter number 2 electrostatic potential and capacitance part 2 electrostatic potential. What is electrostatic potential? Here we have two positive charges, so there are repulsion occur, and electric force is inversely proportional to distance square. So, wherever distance increases, the electric force will reduce. At infinite distance, there is no electric force. Now, we want to bring that charge from infinity to point P. We know that the charge Q in the area of point P, there is repulsion occurs. So we have to apply external force to bring that charge to point P, and that work done is potential at the point P. The work done required to be done against the electric field to bring a unit positive charge from infinite to given point is called electrostatic potential at that point. That is our definition of electrostatic potential. Here we want to bring a test charge from R to P. There is repulsion occur in this direction, so we apply external force in opposite direction. Now work done by external force in bringing a unit positive charge from R to P is equal to UP minus UR by Q is equal to UP by Q minus UR by Q, where is U is a potential energy and Q is charge. Now work done by an external force in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to a point, that is electric potential at that point. So V is equal to U by Q implies delta V is equal to delta U by Q. So we can write as UP by Q is equal to VP and UR by Q, that is VR. So VP minus VR, that is work done. Work done on a test charge Q by the electrostatic field due to any given charge configuration is independent of path and depends only its initial and final positions. Here it only depends on P and R. Electrostatic potential is scalar quantity, that means it has only value, not direction. The unit of electric potential is joule per coulomb or volt. The dimension formula of electric potential, that is M1 L2 T minus 3 A minus 1. Electrostatic potential due to a point charge. Now here consider a point charge Q at origin and take Q to be positive charge. Now here point P at distance R and P dash at distance R dash. Now it's electric force and we apply opposite direction, that is external force. For Q greater than 0, that means Q is positive, the work done against the repulsive force on the test charge is positive. So work done is positive for positive charge. Since work done is independent of the path, we choose a convenient path along the radial direction from infinite to point P. At some intermediate point P dash on the path, the electrostatic force on unit positive charge, that is F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2. That is q1 is your unit positive charge, so that value is 1. 1 r dash square into r dash cap. Work done against this force from r dash to r dash plus delta r dash is. Delta r dash is distance, smallest distance from p dash. So work done is W is equal to F dot delta R dash is equal to minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R dash square into delta R dash. Total work done by the external force is obtained by integrating equation from R dash is equal to infinite to R dash is equal to R, because we want to bring a charge from infinite to R. So work done is equal to minus integration infinite to r 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r dash square into dr dash. Here constant is q upon 4 pi epsilon 0. So minus q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 integration infinite to r 1 upon r dash square dr dash square. Integration of 1 upon r dash square, that is minus 1 upon r. So we can write as q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 upon r dash limit infinite to r is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 upon r minus 1 upon infinity. 1 upon infinite is equal to 0. So the answer is q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 upon r. That is work done. And we know that work done is equal to electrostatic potential. By definition, this is a potential at P due to charge Q. V of R is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R. The potential at point due to the charge Q with position vector R, that is V of R is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R is equal to KQ by R. Potential due to a point charges. This plots V versus R shows the potential due to positive charge and negative charge. Here graph shows how the electrostatic potential varies 1 upon R and electrostatic field varies 1 upon R square. Now, electrostatic potential due to an electric dipole, we take the origin at the center of the dipole. Means a dipole that is plus q charge and minus q, and origin at middle. Now total distance is 2a, so 2 plus q distance is a, and now we take a point P, that the plus q to P distance is r1 and minus q to P distance is r2. So potential due to plus q charge, that is V1 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r1, and potential due to minus q charge, V2 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 minus q by r2. Potential due to dipole, that is from superposition principle, sum of the potential. So we can write as total potential is equal to V1 plus V2 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r1 minus q by r2. That is equation number 1. Now by geometry, now here we want to find r1 and r2 to find the potential. So in figure, first triangle, that is plus q, o and p, and the angle there is a theta. Now we want r1 distance, so we can apply cos theta. So we can write as r1 square is equal to r square plus a square minus 2ar cos theta. Same thing apply in the second triangle O minus Q and P. So we can write as r2 square is equal to r square plus a square plus 2ar cos theta. Because there is angle is pi minus theta. So plus 2ar cos theta. We take r much greater than a. That means r is much greater than a and retain terms only up to the first order in a by r. Then r1 square is equal to r square 1 plus a square by r square minus 2r cos theta by r. Here r square common, so r2 square is equal to r square 1 plus a square by r square plus 2r cos theta by r. Now a square by r square is smallest value, so neglect it. So r1 square is equal to r square 1 minus 2a cos theta by r. Same r2 square is equal to r square 1 plus 2a cos theta by r. Using the binomial theorem and retaining terms up to the first order in a by r, we obtain 1 upon r1 is nearly equal to 1 upon r 1 minus 2a cos theta by r raised to minus 1 half. Similarly, 1 upon r2 is nearly equal to 1 upon r 1 plus 2a cos theta by r raised to minus 1 half is nearly equal to 1 upon r 1 minus a cos theta by r, and the same thing 1 upon r2 is nearly equal to 1 upon r 1 plus a cos theta by r. That is equation number 2. Now using equation number 1 and 2 and p is equal to q into 2a, v is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon 0 2a cos theta by r square. Here 2aq, that is p, so we can write as v is equal to p cos theta upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. Now p cos theta we can write in the vector form, that is v is equal to p dot delta r cap in upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. Electrostatic potential due to an electric dipole, we know that V is equal to P cos theta upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. Now the potential on the dipole axis, that means theta is equal to 0, V is equal to P upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square, because cos 0, that is 1. The potential on the dipole axis when theta is equal to pi is given by V is equal to minus P upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square, because cos pi is equal to minus 1. The electric potential on the equatorial plane, that means theta is equal to pi by 2, is 0, because cos pi by 2 is 0. The potential due to a dipole depends not only on r but also on the angle between the position vector r and dipole moment p. The electric dipole potential falls off at large distance as 1 upon r square, not as 1 upon r. Electric potential due to a system of the charges. Consider a system of the charges q1, q2 up to sign qn with position vectors r1, r2 up to rn. The potential V1 at P due to charge Q1, that is V1 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 upon R1P. R1P is distance between Q1 and P. Similarly, the potential V2 at P due to Q2 and V3 due to Q3 is given by V2 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q2 upon R2P, and V3 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q3 by R3P. By superposition principle, the potential at P due to total charge configuration is algebraic sum of the potential due to individual charges. So V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 up to so n Vn. So V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 upon R1P plus Q2 by R2P so n Qn upon Rnp. If we have continuous charge distribution characterized by charge density rho, that means volume charge density rho, we divide into small volume elements, each of the size delta V and carrying the charge Q is equal to rho delta V. Then determine the potential due to each volume element and sum over all the such distribution. So we can get all the volume distribution potential. Thus determine the potential due to the entire distribution. Something recall from chapter number 1. Yeah. The potential outside the shell is given by V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 small r. There r is greater than equal to capital R. Capital R is the radius of the cell. The electric field inside the shell is 0. This implies that potential is constant inside the shell equals its value at the surface, that is V of R is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 capital R, where R is less than capital R. Thank you for watching.